Welcome to the Awakened Human Podcast, the place to be for highly progressive yet extremely grounded intuitive guidance, energetic support, metaphysical tools, and higher consciousness for highly successful, ambitious, soul-centered visionaries and leaders like you who want to make a global impact and achieve your highest fulfillment by aligning with your soul's true divine agenda and your role in God's plan of lighted creation, and by utilizing your divine gifts, talents, and abilities from the higher realms. We do this by working with the non-physical realms of higher guidance, energy, intuition, and powerful metaphysical tools for healing and transformation. We understand that the real change and transformation that's being called for on planet Earth and in our own lives and our own businesses doesn't come from outside of us, but rather from within. And that the change that we desire to experience in our lives and in our world requires us to change from the inside. I'm your host, 𝗟rie. I'm a best-selling author, spiritual catalyst, intuitive, energy worker, ascension guide, multidimensional channel, animal communicator, visionary, lightworker, and luminary. I have dedicated my entire professional life to helping thousands and thousands of humans and animals all over the world in service and contribution to the light, which is the expansion, the upliftment, the evolution of humanity, to awaken, to uplift, and to align with our true divine source, which exists within each and every one of us. It is my passion, joy, and purpose to share this information, energy, and consciousness with you. Thank you so much for being here today and for sharing time with me. Let's get started. Well, hello, you magnificent, radiant being, you beautiful, magnificent, extraordinary you. It is me, 𝗟cie here with you. I'm so excited about my time with you today. Thank you for being here and for taking some time out to spend some time with me. So today we're going to talk about you and what to do when you have tried everything and nothing is working. So this happens, this is like overcoming failure, but it's more than that. It's what to do when you really feel that you've tried everything and nothing is working. And a lot of people face this, right? Especially when you're an overachiever and you are a person who's into self-help and self-growth and personal development and spiritual development. And of course, if you're listening to me, you must be. So what to do when you've tried everything and you feel like nothing's working, right? That's when you've hit some kind of roadblock, right? You've hit some kind of roadblock. You've hit some kind of obstacle or barrier or hurdle, and you feel like you've tried it all. Okay. Well, you've probably already heard this before, but let me just say, there's no way you've tried it all because something always does work. There's always a solution. And that maybe should be a better topic for this podcast episode. Maybe I'll do a separate podcast on just that, but I can tell you there's always a solution. In fact, I happen to know with 100% certainty that everything is fixable, healable, resolvable. Everything, even the things we think are not, even the things we think and are trained to believe in our society are not healable and not fixable. Because Source, Creator, God, the divine, can always come up with a solution. That's how solutions are found. So the first step that I'm going to tell you when you feel like you've hit a roadblock or you've hit a wall or you've tried everything and nothing's working, in a sense, ask a simple question of the intelligence of the universe. And here's the question: what is the solution? And you could say, what is or are the solutions? Because Source can come up with infinite solutions. And the moment you ask a question like that, the intelligence of the universe will begin coming up with solution. Now, you're going to have to stay focused on the fact that you're asking for a solution. You're not putting your brain necessarily to work, although your brain will go to work. You're not trying to come up with a solution. You're saying intelligence of the field, the quantum field, or Source, Creator, God, the divine, the infinite, or higher self, or divine team, or angels and archangels, or Jesus, or any ascended master who you trust, anyone, what is the solution here? Or what are the solutions? What are the potential solutions? Now, if you ask potential solutions, you're going to get potential solutions. Remember, what you ask for, there's a cause and effect relationship with the intelligence of the universe. So if you're asking for potential solutions, you're just going to get potential solutions. The better question is, what is or are the solutions here? Just by beginning with that alone, you're putting yourself on a new course for a solution. But let me go a little bit deeper in this when you feel like you've hit a wall or you feel like you've tried everything and nothing is working. What's usually happening when you feel that nothing is working, no matter what you've tried or no matter what you've done, usually there's 1, 2, or 3 things at play. So I'm going to break them down for you. Number 1, and in all 3 of these cases, let me just say, all 3 cases, whether it's 1, 2, or 3 of them, there is a misalignment, because the solution you're seeking or the result or outcome that you desire of whatever it is that you feel blocked on, that result or that solution already exists in the quantum field. It already exists somewhere in time, space, reality, but it's a vibration away from where you are. It's a different vibration from where you're currently vibing at, right? So that means you're misaligned. So the solution becomes, in a sense, how does one realign themselves to the time-space reality where that already exists, that thing, that experience, that desired outcome, that desired result, etc., whatever it is where you feel like you've tried everything and nothing has worked. So the first thing is to recognize there is a solution and that solution is available. And the second thing is to recognize that all it is a misalignment. It's just a misalignment. Now, from there, as I said, it's likely 1, 2, or 3 things. So I'm going to break these down. Number 1, you've been thinking the wrong thoughts. That's simple. And that's the mental plane. So your beliefs or your belief systems or your thoughts, the perspectives you have are not aligned, misaligned with the result or the outcome that you desire. Very simple. So you have to go into your unconscious or your conscious and start paying attention to what you're thinking. Are you thinking thoughts that are going to get you results that you desire? Simple, because your thoughts are a creative force and they manifest and materialize in the mental plane, which is the astral realm. And they're going to affect the experience that you're having on the effect in the physical world. Okay. Second thing, the emotions. What emotions are you feeling? Are you feeling the emotions associated with nothing works, nothing's working? Just feel into how I say this, because this is energy. Nothing's working. I've tried everything. I've heard that before. I've done that before. And if you want to get even more extreme about the emotions, and I'll be a little dramatic here because I've worked with many clients and students who go through this. I've gone through it myself. So I completely get it. There's no wrongness here. It's just how the universe works. It's how we're creating, but it'll sound like, oh, I've tried everything. Nothing works. That's like a dramatic way of expressing it. But if there's emotions there, if the emotions are like a poor me, if you're crying, or if you're extreme, if you have more fiery emotions, like you're angry, I tried it, God damn it, like that kind of energy, right? That's all energy. And that's energy of the emotional field. That emotional field is encapsulating you. You as a conscious being are more than your physical body. So the mental field is what you're thinking. The emotional field is what you're feeling. If what you've been feeling is something similar to some of the feelings I just, explained, that's going to be standing in your way and blocking you. So therefore, part of realigning yourself, coming back into alignment, is correcting the emotions that you feel. Now, you may say right now, well, I don't have any control over what I think. I don't have any control over what I feel. But I will tell you that is not true. It's just simply not true, right? That's part of repatterning. That's part of the energetic work that I know I've been helping people with for over 20 years, animals too, and myself. I work on this for myself. I'm living proof that it works. I've had to work on this in all areas of my life. And of course, needless to say, I've had incredible success for my clients and my students as well, because once they start realizing this, everything can start to change and does change. Okay, I didn't say it was easy, but I do want you to know it's not your fault, because in the old paradigm, we didn't understand this stuff. We really didn't. Now this is becoming more and more understood. Our thoughts are creative, and so are our emotions. Okay, the third reason, and it's very likely, I'm going to even add a fourth one that's probably maybe one of the biggest ones, but the third reason is the actions you're taking. So if the actions you're taking are the same actions you've been taking, even though you think you've tried everything, chances are you're doing some action that either is not meant to be done, or you're doing some action is being called upon for that you are not doing that does need to be done. So chances are there's some kind of misalignment with your actions, right? And I'm not going to go into that too far, because we already know about that. That's the physical world. What actions are you taking? Now, all three of these things so far are all energetic. Your mental field is energy. The thoughts you think are energy. The beliefs you believe, the mindset programming, the perspectives you have, that's energy. The emotions you feel, that's energy. The actions you take, that's masculine energy, the energy of doing, right? That's energy. Now, if those three aren't aligned with the results you want, right there, you've got your misalignment. But I'm going to add one more in, and this is the biggest one, which I wasn't originally going to say, but it's a big one, that could have something to do with the karmic dharmic path, which is part of the soul's agenda. And I talk about this all the time, right? Because you have a soul's agenda, something that your soul incarnated for, that has a reason it's working through some of the toughest issues. It wants to resolve, it wants to somehow clear, heal, resolve issues that are patterns that oftentimes typically are the patterns that we've developed in this and or other lifetimes that are just either self-sabotaging or somehow not working for us. And when it comes to that, that's typically some kind of karmic work that wants to be done. And for that, you need to work with really a skilled healer practitioner. Again, it's the stuff I do, to energetically shift that. And by the way, that can be also found within the karmic records in the Akashic records. I'll do a podcast on that. I've been planning to for a while. So take a look for that when it comes out. But you want to know more about that. And then that can be found in other places too. It can be found, in astrology, numerology. There's a lot of ways to find that. But typically speaking, if something's not working for you, it's likely that something needs to be resolved, in addition to the other areas I mentioned. And the other part, dharmic, which is also part of the soul's agenda, is really about you becoming more of who you're meant to be, of what you're really, truly, your soul's desire is to fulfill here. It's part of your highest achievements, your highest accomplishments. It's going to be connected to your greatest passions. It's going to be connected to your highest fulfillment. And of course, that's what we do in Sacred Visionary Mentorship. That's what you're here for. So if you've been hitting the wall on something where you feel like, or you perceive that you've tried everything and nothing's working, and there's some kind of block, these are the areas you want to look to. What have you been thinking, believing, perceiving? What are the thoughts and the mental mindset, the beliefs, the belief systems? Some of it you're going to be conscious of. Some of it you're going to be very unconscious of. And that's where we do unconscious clearing, healing, and resolving, and replacing new healthy beliefs and belief systems so that your mental field can be more aligned with the result and the outcome you desire. I've had amazing results with so many countless students and clients and my own self in my world, and friends and colleagues who come to me too. Okay, Second, emotion. What are the emotions you've been feeling? Understand, emotions are magnetic, and what you're feeling, you're putting that out there. It's radiating out from you, and it's going to attract back to you. So what have you been feeling with regard to the thing that you desire, or the outcome or the experience that you feel so misaligned with? Third, of course, what actions are you taking or not taking? What are the appropriate actions? Lots of times failure isn't because you're not trying your best or you're not doing great work. It's that you may be doing the wrong work. I've definitely found this in my own career. For a long time, I was just doing lots of work, but it wasn't my best work. It wasn't always my core genius. It wasn't always the work that I was truly brilliantly here for. And I always have found that when I'm doing my brilliant work, my brilliance, then I feel like things are working and flowing. When I'm working on something that I'm not meant to be doing, or taking inappropriate action, or not taking right action, that will stand in the way somehow. So that's the third thing. And then fourth thing, karma, dharma, soul's agenda. That stuff is so important. And it doesn't matter what kind of outcome you want, whether it's relational, some form of relationship experience, whether it's money or monetary, whether it's some form of success in your career, in your work, whether it's getting out there, whether it's revealing more of the brilliance and the magnificence of who you truly are. No matter what it is, there's a karmic, dharmic path there. I want to remind you, karma is not punishment. It is soul's work, soul's agenda work that's going to help you to resolve those things that you're either stuck on or blocked on or looping or repeating. And then the dharma part is about really birthing through more of the divinity that you are, the divine that is calling itself through you, that wants to be revealed through you. So those are the key areas. What to do, how to address when you've hit a wall, when you feel stuck or blocked, or when you feel as if you've tried everything and nothing's working. Those are the key areas of what needs to be looked at and addressed in a very conscious way. And might I advise you, as I always do, please get yourself support. This is why I'm talking about this and sharing about this, because this is where the change is. And it's all within you. This is why the change is within you that's needed for your life, because these are the parts that need to be addressed. Okay. I hope this is helpful, and I'm wishing you your most benevolent best as always. I know that change, real change, takes place from within, and we're the ones who have to do the inner work to make that change, so that we can really live our best lives, be the best versions of ourselves, and be the magnificence that we came here to be the brilliance that we came here to be, and really make the difference in the world, make the impact that we came here to make, and not only make the impact, but leave the lasting legacy to make the contributions that we came here to make. Okay. I hope this has been helpful. I'm going to sign off for now. I'm sending you so much love. Until next time, farewell for now. Bye-bye. Thanks so much for listening today. If you loved the show, and if you benefited in any way, if it helped you to up-level or expand your consciousness, if you gained any new insights or ideas, if it made you think or become more aware, or if there were some strategies or intuition that you may have benefited from in any way, would you please do me 2 easy and simple favors? First, if you would be willing to leave a review, it would mean the world to me. I'd be so grateful. And second, if you're willing to share this show with anyone else who would benefit, you can either post it on your social media or just email it to someone and share it with another person or any other people. It would be so awesome. This kind of thing is so helpful in expanding consciousness on the planet and helping others to benefit from this kind of teaching, which just simply isn't generally readily available in the mainstream. So sharing it really helps others benefit and helps our planet evolve and awaken. Plus, expressing gratitude and generosity in this way will also expand your capacity to give and receive even more. Either way, I just want to say thank you so much for being here and for participating and for sharing, and overall, just for being the magnificent, the spectacular, the brilliant, the fabulous, the wonderful you that you truly are, and for allowing yourself to be the very best version of you today and every day. All my love and gratitude to you.